In Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, there is an interesting side quest that you can find that allows you to essentially make machines. In this video, I'm going to quickly take you through the entire side quest and all the rewards you get if you go through every single part of this side quest. So let's get into it. Now, to begin this side quest, we obviously have to find Dampe, and after you go through the storyline far enough where you save Hyrule Castle, you will be able to find him just outside of the Eternal Forest where I'm marking on the map. At this location, you're going to find Dampe arguing with a crow that ended up stealing something from him. All you're going to have to do is finish the dialogue between these two and defeat the crow to get the item back for Dampe. Once you do, he will thank you for the help and invite you over to his house, which is a little farther away towards the east. Thankfully, for those that haven't unlocked the part of the map where his house is, the side quest will actually show you where you need to go to actually get to his house. When you arrive at his house for the very first time, he will give you some twisted pumpkins as a thank you for helping him with the crow, but then also ask that you help him with his next invention. He's going to need two different items, two different echoes, to help inspire him with this creation. Thankfully, he gives you the descriptions of the two different echoes that you need to place on the little metal pad that you see right next to him. The first echo that you need to show him is a Techtite, which you can find in most of the water areas like Lake Hylia and Jabul Waters, and the second is any of the Mothula variants. So it could be the electric type, it could be the ones that you find in the Gerudo Desert Temple. Any of those would work just fine. After you show him both of these echoes, he will immediately start working on his invention. This entire process that we just went through is basically going to be the premise of every other invention throughout this side quest. But for this very first invention, you're going to get the Techtite, which is basically just a metal version of a Techtite that you have that shoots higher up into the air. It also causes a large explosion around where it launches from the ground, damaging enemies around it. You will also be given the Clockwork key, which helps wind up all these different inventions that Dampe is going to give you as you progress through all the different mini side quests in this larger side quest. Now, the other side quests for Dampe aren't going to start on their own. You have to go every single time to Dampe's journal, which is right next to him in his shop, to start the next mini side quest. The two different echoes and items you're going to need for this next invention is going to be an animal or an echo that spits out rocks and also fireworks. Now, to get the fireworks, the more difficult of these two items, we need to go to Eldin Volcano. Make your way to the Goron City, and inside you're going to see a bunch of different rooms, and if you haven't explored them enough, you will eventually come across one that's in the top right of the Goron City, where you're going to actually come across a firework artist. Now, he needs more stuff to actually make fireworks because he ran out of materials, and that's where you come in. You need to go find some, and it's really not that far away. Make your way to the top left part of Eldin Volcano near Rock Roast Quarry. Right next to Rock Roast Quarry, you're going to see a couple different plants that are spawning that are also going to be shining on the ground. All you have to do is interact at the shining spot and you'll be able to get the material that the firework artist is looking for. Return to the artist, interact with him, and you will have a short cutscene where he starts setting off fireworks. As a thank you, he'll give you 50 rupees, but what we're looking for is actually the echo of the fireworks cannon that he used. This is the other echo that Dampe is looking for his new invention. With the fireworks cannon echo in your inventory, return to Dampe and show him an Octorok, the very first echo that he asked for, and the firework echo that you just got from the other side quest. After you have given both of these echoes to Dampe, is going to give you the Tocktorok, which is basically the same thing as an Octorok, but it shoots fireworks constantly at enemies. Now, the next invention that shows up in the book, Dampe again needs two different things. One is an echo of a Zol, a jiggling monster with little eyes, and the other one is actually a melody that you can hear around Hyrule Ranch. Now, to get the more difficult of these two things, the melody box from Hyrule Ranch, you need to unlock Zelda's horse first. That will then unlock the different horse races at Hyrule Ranch. You unlock Zelda's horse after going through a side quest with Impa inside a Hyrule Castle after you save Hyrule Castle as one of the main storyline missions. To summon the horse, you simply need to use the Echo of a Carrot, which is also easily gotten on the same side quest when you unlock the horse. With the horse races now unlocked, all you have to do is complete the middle course under the allotted time that the lady gives you. Once you do that, you're going to be given the music box that Dampe needs for this newest invention. With the music box in your hand, return to Dampe in his workshop and show him a Zol. I used the green Zol, but I believe any of the Zols in the game would work just fine. Now, for the music box, you have to actually go and talk to Dampe and follow the prompts that you're seeing on the screen, because it's not going to automatically be added to this new invention unless you talk to him. Now, with both of these items turned into Dampe, you will be given the Gizmol, Gizmol, which is a very radiant looking Zol. This little Gizmol is actually used to complete another side quest inside of Hyrule Castle Town. The next invention that you can see and start going after inside of Dampe's book is going to require, again, two different things. One is actually going to be one of the giant Deku Baba level 2 echoes or the Bio Deku Baba. Either one of those is going to work, and he's also going to need a steel trap, which I'll show you here in a second. But the Deku Babas that he's looking for, the level 2 could be found in the Faron wetlands, and the Bayou Deku Baba is one of the underwater ones that you find throughout a lot of different dungeons. Now the steel trap can actually be gotten by going through one of those acorn races that you can find several versions of throughout the entire map of Echoes of Wisdom. For this particular race, you're going to need to go all the way to the west of Hyrule Field. With both of those echoes in hand, you're going to want to return back to Dampe, show him the giant Deku Baba level 2 or the Bio Deku Baba, and talk directly to Dampe to give him the steel trap that you just got from the acorn race. And the invention that you get is called the High-Teku Baba, which is really cool. As you imagine, it's pretty similar to the other Babas, but a little bit more powerful thanks to the steel trap. For the next invention in Dampe's journal, you're going to need to show him one of the moblins that has a sword, and also get him a katana, which you can actually get inside of the Slumber Dojo as one of the main rewards for completing a certain number of challenges. If you're not familiar with the Slumber Dojo, you can find it in Kakariko Village at the base of the Elden Volcano area and at the very edge of the west side of Kakariko Village. Inside, you'll be given a bunch of different challenges, and after you complete 6 of these challenges, you're actually going to be given the heirloom katana, which you can see in the back of this video. Now to get this katana, you are going to have to progress the game enough to have 6 challenges, because you only start out with 5, but at this point in the game you should have more than 6 challenges available to you at the Slumber Dojo. With both items in your inventory, return to Dampe and show him the sword moblin as the first item that he asked for, and turn in the heirloom katana to Dampe by again talking to him directly. And the invention that results from this mini side quest is going to be the Roboblin, which is a really powerful offensive invention. It swings the heirloom katana in a giant arc that pretty much one-shots almost every echo and monster you come across. Now for the final invention, go and talk to the book one more time, and you'll learn that Dampe has come up with an invention to mimic that crow that had given him so much trouble at the very beginning of this quest line. All you have to do is show him an echo of a crow and also get him a golden fan, which can be found in Gerudo Desert. More specifically, you have to go through another smaller side quest in Gerudo Desert called Mango Rush. You're going to find this in a small hut inside of the oasis in Gerudo Desert. Getting the golden fan from Mango Rush is very simple. All you have to do is go through all the different challenges until you're simply given the golden fan by completing those challenges. You should get it after the second level of challenges, just to be more specific for you. With the golden fan and an echo of the crow, return back to Dampe and show him, of course, the echo of the crow, and turn in the fan directly to him to help initiate the final invention. This final invention is called the Goldfinch, which think of this as a more effective and more durable crow. It picks up rupees that you drop from having it attack enemies much faster, and it will last much longer in flight. Now, even though you've completed and gotten all the inventions you can possibly get from Dampe, you want to talk to him one last time to get an accessory that helps wind up these inventions much faster. This is going to be called the Clockwork Bangle. As I said, all these inventions need to be wound up before they get to be used, and this bangle allows you to actually do that. It is going to cost you a couple monster stones, which at this point in the game you should probably have a fair amount, so it really won't be all that expensive to actually get this item from him. These inventions are really powerful, so getting this Clockwork Bangle for the monster stones is definitely worth it. Now, does this major side quest have you running all around Echoes of Wisdom to get materials and echoes? Yes, but the stuff that you get in response is definitely worth it in my opinion, especially with how powerful these things can be. But in the end, I hope you guys found this walkthrough guide helpful. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below so I know that you did find it helpful. And let me know down in the comments which one of these inventions is your favorite. Mine is by far the Samurai, but that's just my opinion because of how powerful it is offensively. Once again, I hope you guys found this walkthrough guide helpful. I'll catch you in the next video.